Hello and welcome to San Lando Sound Waves. I'm Jason Jankowski and this is week 19, day 93. And today we are reading Joshua chapter 24, verse 14 through 28. Now fear the Lord and serve him with all faithfulness. Throw away the gods your ancestors worshiped beyond the Euphrates River and in Egypt and serve the Lord. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served beyond the Euphrates or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land you are living. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Then the people answered, Far be it from us to forsake the Lord, to serve other gods. It was the Lord our God himself who brought us and our parents up out of Egypt, from the land of slavery, and performed those great signs before our eyes. He protected us on our entire journey among all the nations through which we traveled. And the Lord drove out before us all the nations, including the Amorites, who lived in the land. We too will serve the Lord because he is our God. Joshua said to the people, You are not able to serve the Lord. He is a holy God. He is a jealous God. He will not forgive your rebellion and your sins. If you forsake the Lord and serve foreign gods, he will turn and bring disaster on you and make an end of you after he has been good to you. But the people said to Joshua, No, we will serve the Lord. Then Joshua said, You are witnesses against yourselves that you have chosen to serve the Lord. Yes, we are witnesses, they replied. Now then, said Joshua, throw away the foreign gods that are among you and yield your hearts to the Lord, the God of Israel. And the people said to Joshua, We will serve the Lord our God and obey him. On that day, Joshua made a covenant for the people, and there at Shechem he reaffirmed for them decrees and laws. And Joshua recorded these things in the book of the law of God. Then he took a large stone and set it up there under the oak tree near the holy place of the Lord. See, he said to all the people, This stone will be a witness against us. It has heard all the words the Lord has said to us. It will be a witness against you if you are untrue to your God. Then Joshua dismissed the people, each of their own inheritance. And now let's read and reflect on our 7 arrows. What does this passage say? What does this passage mean to its original audience? What does this passage tell us about God? What does this passage tell us about man? What does this passage demand of me? How does this passage change the way I relate to people? What does this passage prompt me to pray to God? Now let's read a brief devotional about this passage from our book, The 7 Arrows. Before his death, Joshua called the people to one of 2 positions. Though much to this point has been made of the nation as a whole, Joshua made the commandments of God personal to each family. He said that each family had one of 2 points which they should aim. They could turn from God and serve the false gods of the nations. However, to do so would be to invite God's curse upon them, and as God had already promised, they would be driven out of the good land. The alternative was to remain faithful to God, follow him, and teach future generations to do the same. Twice the people affirmed their commitment to follow the one true and living God, who had delivered them from slavery and led them to the land. Joshua took the people's own words and set up a stone to remind them of their promise. If in the future the people became disobedient to God, the stone would be a reminder of their pledge. Any consequences they experienced would be a direct result of the poor choices. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again tomorrow.